They say the doll remembers every insult, every laugh, every flash from a careless camera. If you're hearing this, you're already part of his story. This is Robert, the doll who doesn't forgive and never forgets. Welcome to the Dread Diaries. Picture Key West, Florida in the early 1900s. The air is heavy with salt, the streets are narrow and sun-bleached, and at the corner of Eaton Street stands a proud family home, the Otto house. Inside lives a boy named Robert Eugene Otto, but everyone calls him Gene. Lonely, strange, always talking to things no one else sees. One day, a servant in the house presents him with a gift. A doll nearly the size of a toddler, dressed in a sailor suit. Its face is too human, its button eyes too knowing. Its name is stitched into its very being. Robert. The boy is delighted. From now on, Gene whispers, "You're my best friend." And the house goes quiet for a moment, as if it's listening. From that day, Gene is never seen without the doll. He talks to it constantly, sleeps with it, eats with it. His parents sometimes hear two voices behind his bedroom door. One is Gene. The other? Too deep, too hushed, too patient. When mischief happens, broken vases, overturned chairs, slamming doors, they rush to Gene's room. Every time the boy gives the same answer. "I didn't do it. Robert did." At first the parents laugh it off. Children lie. Children play. But then at night the servants begin to complain. They hear footsteps in the hallway when the boy is asleep. Small footsteps that drag as if made by something soft, not bone. They hear a child's giggle in the dark corners of the house, when Gene is nowhere nearby. And sometimes when they step past Gene's room, they swear they see a shadow, small, hunched, head tilted, watching them from the other side of the keyhole. Gene grows up, goes away to study art, but the doll remains in the house, waiting. Neighbors notice something strange. Even when the family is gone, they see a figure in the upstairs window. A small, child-sized shape, standing perfectly still, holding something. Tourists pass the house and feel uneasy. Some report seeing the curtains move as if fingers are pulling them aside. A pale face seems to peek out, then vanish. Years later, Gene returns home as a grown man with his new wife, Annette. He is eager to reconnect with his childhood memories, to turn the house into both a home and a studio. But the first thing he does is head straight to the attic. There, beneath a dusty sheet, he finds Robert. The doll's clothes are yellowed. Its face is cracked. But its eyes are bright. "Old friend," Gene whispers, almost tearful, "I missed you." Annette doesn't like the doll. Something about it feels wrong. It makes the house feel crowded, as if someone else is always listening. But Gene insists that Robert stay. Not stored away. Not forgotten. He sets the doll up in a chair facing the window of an upstairs room. That's when the noises begin again. Heavy footsteps on the stair when no one's there. Childish giggles echoing through the hall. Small fingernails scratching lightly at the bedroom door at 3 a.m. Annette swears she hears something moving upstairs when Gene is in his studio and the servants are long gone. One night, she wakes to the feeling of being watched. Slowly she turns her head. There, at the foot of the bed, stands the doll. Not sitting. Not propped up. Standing. Its head tilted. Its painted mouth frozen in a small, cruel smirk. Annette screams. Gene rushes in, furious. "Why would you move him?" he demands. "I didn't," she stammers. "I would never touch that thing." But Gene never believes her. Because when he looks at Robert, he doesn't see horror. He sees his only loyal friend. And that loyalty might not go both ways. Gene eventually dies. Annette leaves the house. New owners move in. They find the doll in the attic and, creeped out, donate him to the East Martello Museum in Key West. At first, the museum staff treat Robert like any other antique. That doesn't last long. Employees begin to report strange activity. Locked doors swinging open. Lights flickering on and off. Soft tapping from inside Robert's glass case, as if tiny hands are knocking to be let out. One night, a security guard does his rounds and stops in front of Robert's display. The doll is sitting in his chair, sailor suit neat, toy dog held close. The guard shines his flashlight just to check the tag. When the beam hits the glass, the guard freezes. Robert's head is now tilted directly toward him. The next day, that guard calls in sick. He doesn't come back for a week. When he returns, he has an accident on the job. Some say he whispered. He was angry. "I didn't say hello." Because here's the thing. Robert hates being disrespected. Tourists come to the museum, laughing, teasing, snapping photos without permission. They mock the doll, tap the glass, call him ugly. Then the letters start arriving. Hundreds. Visitors from all over the world write to the museum, addressing the doll directly. "Dear Robert, I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. Since I took your photo, I lost my job. My car crashed. My relationship ended. I got sick." They all say the same thing: "Please lift the curse." The museum walls behind Robert are covered with these letters. Begging, pleading, apologizing. You can visit him today. He's still there, sitting quietly in his case. Watching. Waiting. Some say his expression changes depending on who's standing in front of him. Some say if you stare too long, you'll swear you see his lips curl, just a little. So here's the real question. If you ever visit Key West, If you ever stand in front of that glass, will you say, "Hello" to Robert? Will you ask his permission before you raise your camera? Will you whisper "thank you" before you walk away? Or will you laugh, like so many did, and hope you're one of the few he doesn't follow home? This has been the Dread Diaries. If you want more cursed dolls, haunted legends, and stories the living were never meant to hear, you know what to do. Robert, if they hit like and subscribe, let them sleep tonight.